Then you go to number 13, where I have the Bolts, the LA Chargers. And I'm going to make a couple statements here that I've made before and I'll make again. I think this is a team that's loaded with talent, a terrific young quarterback. This is a very good team with a very bad coach. He costs them 1 or 2 games a year. And so you can't put this team higher when you got a coach who's automatically going to give 1 or 2 wins away. I'm sure he's a fine man. I'm not attacking his integrity. I'm not attacking his character, his honor as a human being. He's just not a good coach. He just makes too many mistakes. Could he learn from those mistakes? Sure, he can. Do I expect him to? No. And I have the Bolts at 13, and quite frankly, could be higher. If Jimmy Garoppolo is healthy for all 17 games, I'll make this prediction right here. I think that the Raiders finish with a better record than the Bolts, and I think the Bolts have more talent. So that should tell you what I think of the Bolts. Then you come in at 14, and it's the Miami Dolphins. You want to believe in this team. You want to believe in Tua Tagovailoa. Great guy, great player, all the intangibles. But the reality is he just can't stay healthy. And when you have to deal with that, sure, there's a ton of talent. But okay, it disrupts the team when he's got to go out. I'm sorry. Tua is a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo. Show me you can go out there and be ready for 18 weeks, 17 games. Do it, and I'll have your team higher. If Tua was healthy and you could count on him, I'd have this team higher. But I'm sorry, I can't do it until Tua proves me wrong. I want to believe in him. I really like that kid a lot, both as a player and a human being, a lot like Trevor Lawrence. But until he shows it to me, I'm sorry. Trevor Lawrence, I'll tell you how good I think Trevor Lawrence is. You switch him and Tua, I think the Dolphins are up on my contender list. That tells you how good I think Trevor Lawrence is. But I'm not sold on Tua right now. And I realize that that's sacrilegious. A lot of people are going to be mad. But I believe in him. I think he's a great player, just like I do with Jimmy Garoppolo. Both players, I think, are great players. A lot of talent, a lot of ability, good character. But I'm sorry, to get where you want to go, you have to get, to me, you have to be healthy. The best ability is availability, and I don't see it there with them. So for whatever it's worth, send in the hate mail. I know it's coming from my comments on Tua. Then I come to number 15 with the Minnesota Vikings. In the interest of fair disclosure, I love Kirk Cousins. Good buddy. Know his family really well. Great, great young man. Great family. Wonderful wife. Just a great person. But their defense is terrible. I'm sorry. If you didn't have Kirk in the offense you did, you'd be down in the low 20s. But instead, you're sitting right here at 15 because of your horrible, horrible defense. Sorry, bad.